Well then, looks like we've got dangerously close to the perfect hand here. Um, if we just had one more land for any of these cards. We are on the draw. Gives us 2 draw steps to find a land, and we have Oust. And we even have flagstones for our boom bust. But I think we still mulligan, unfortunately. Ooh. Okay. Well, we keep this, and we keep that. The question is, are we putting this gemstone caverns into play? It doesn't actually accelerate us into much. It does allow for a turn 1 boom bust or a turn 2 boom bust with targeting one of our lands. But I think we don't put it into play and just hope that our removal is going to be useful. Which is kind of funny, but I mean, it's not a big deal either. Okay, well, forest is kind of what we want to see. And cavern is definitely what we want to see. Probably should have just played Flooded Strand in case I needed Helix, but I probably won't need to. Okay, I like walling since boom busting doesn't keep him off much, and wall is a really nice answer to this Matter Reshaper, and it gets us closer to more sweet lands. Thought Knot is obviously going to be good here. So if our Nahiri goes away, we can oust the Thought Knot, which isn't the best oust target, but it's not terrible either, since we're drawing a card. And it's actually a way to deal with a 4/4 body that Bolt would not be able to do. So if we had have put our Gemstone Caverns into play on turn 1, we could have blown up a land and had Nahiri in play. So it appears that it would have worked out, but I'm also not too choked up about it. Like, it seemed like a close decision, and having all this removal is going to be good as well. Okay, taking the oust. Interesting. Very interesting. Because we're going to get to Nahiri. Okay, Helix. So I think we're just discarding this boom bust. since we want all this removal. So like a path or a reality smasher would be good for our opponent. Okay. So there's no blocks that allow us to save Nahiri, which means bye-bye Nahiri. Alright, Blood Moon is great. So I could Anger and Helix. Which would say leave him with a reality smasher, or I think I just Blood Moon this turn and shut off future Eldrazi. And then hope he doesn't draw anything castable for the rest of the game, I hope. That is the dream. Okay, just the birds. That's gonna get angered. Okay. Well, that's a good draw. So now I can anger Helix that. So we'll get a card. And just have to deal with this smasher now. I think I'll wait. Okay, another Blood Moon doesn't do anything. So develop the Dwellers, Helix Face. The Boom Bust isn't all that useful since it'd only be getting green sources, and our opponent has 2 green sources, so getting 1 isn't a big deal. So now we'll block, and next turn we'll try and kill that off, discarding redundant Blood Moon. Or see what we draw, I suppose. Well, Blood Moon is fairly good in a lot of matchups, and this is definitely one of them. Okay. Oust. Do I care about blowing up a forest or potentially all the lands? I don't think so. I think we're still waiting. We don't want to play any more lands. Ideally, we would draw another plains first before we boom. Okay, there we go. And there we go again. Nice. So, Koth, we're not going to want. Chalice, we're not going to want. Wear Tear, we probably don't want. Ensnaring Bridge and Emrakul both seem okay in this matchup. Well, Ensnaring Bridge seems amazing in this matchup, first of all. Emrakul isn't actually as necessary when your plan is to get them with Blood Moon. Oust is great. Grim Lavamancer should be good. Wall of Omens is going to be amazing. Ratchet Bomb, not necessary. Angers, probably not all that necessary. The land destruction is good. The question is, do we have other things to get rid of? Like, we could cut a Mind Stone. Wouldn't mind another Anger. There's, for all the birds and hierarchs. We should have enough win conditions after Ensnaring Bridge resolves. So we'll just cut a Dark Dwellers, I guess. We could even cut another Dark Dwellers for like an Ajani. I think that's fine. Ajani's a good way to win the game once we locked out our opponent with Ensnaring Bridge or something, or Blood Moon, or etc. Alright, another one-lander on the draw. I think this one's a keep, though. We have Mind Stone. We can cast 2 of our spells. Opponent's mulliganing. Like, it's nice we'll be able to instantly get a turn 1 play. Nice, excellent. So do I want plains for Oust? I think so. Beautiful. Possibly much better than Bolt even here. And next turn we'll be able to Ajani and eat the Hierarch if that's what gets played. Looks like we got a Thought Knot. I mean, our opponent drawing Noble Hierarch there is pretty bad for them. So this turn we can kill this temple, play Grim Lavamancer. And Dark Dwellers with Oust is going to be great as well. sure we hold control. And here we just get Sacred Foundry, I think. And this Grim Lavamancer is going to do a lot of work. Good, good, good. Mindstone's fine. So I think we just kill this Hierarch since our opponent didn't even play a land, and then we can find all other sorts of ways to kill this. I think I'll just... No, actually, let's play the land. Since we have another Mind Stone, we might want to sack it. So Oust would be excellent here. Destroying all lands would be fairly good as well. I think I'm fine just starting with a Helix. Drawing a card. So now we might just destroy a lands. Yeah, that seems good with Oust. Make sure we cast the right one. And make him redraw a 3-drop when he has no lands. Nice little board state here. Looks like our opponent's a little salty, saying, can't beat those nut draws. Yep, nut draws. Can't beat those nut draws.